Sometimes, as an unemployed graduate, all you just need to do is show up. Instead of being at home complaining that you are not having opportunities, try to go out there, offer yourself out there, do one or two things, be useful to yourself. So, today I'm really going to inspire you with a story of someone that a graduate that actually agreed to do a cleaning job, and at the end of the day, something so fantastic.
Tired of getting bad advice from well meaning people? Want to get to the root of that pressing challenge? Then join Efil Modia, a behavior specialist and certified mentor, on the Behavior Hub YouTube channel as she talks about real life issues.
The story I'm going to share is a real life story and is a friend's brother-in-law. It happened to a friend's brother-in-law, so it's not somebody very far. It's a real life story and you'll be really inspired by it. Now, this person was a graduate. He graduated from the university, and you know how it is in this part of the world. It's not so easy to get a job. So of course, I'm sure he waited for many months or even years trying to get a job, and he didn't get any suitable job. So he decided to take a cleaning job in Port Harcourt. Yes, he decided to take a cleaning job in Port Harcourt. Yes, in an oil company, in one of the best oil companies that starts with the letter S. Yes, the best or one of the best oil companies in Nigeria. They are everywhere. They're in Port Harcourt, they're in Warri, I think they are also in an sorry, they're in Akwa Ibom and Calabar. I'm sure they are there too. So this is where he got the job as a cleaner. So he was just going to work. He just didn't want to be idle. Of course, it wasn't like ideal when you go to university for 4 years. He had other aspirations. There were things he wanted to do, but the situation on ground was that there was no job available, and he just needed to get himself busy. So he just got the job, and he continued doing his job. And he wasn't going there to put on airs to, try to tell you that, see, I'm a graduate, I'm just managing his job. No, he was just doing his job. It was conscientious, it was just hardworking. He continued doing his job. So one day he was cleaning, and that time it was a time that you had a lot of expatriates in Nigeria in that particular oil company. Majority of them were expatriates, but now the quota for expatriates are becoming lower and lower. But then the quota was quite high. You had a lot of expatriates. There was less kidnappings. Now things happen in the south that most sometimes some of these foreign employees, these expatriates, they don't want to go there and work. But that time things were just, it wasn't like it is now where there's a lot of insecurity. There's a lot of security challenges. So he had his boss, there were like three bosses in that office that day. He was cleaning, coming to clean and all that. And they were now having a discussion. They were really top managers in that company, top officials, executives. They had a problem, they were discussing about it. It was a problem that was giving them, it was a challenge that was giving them a lot of, it was something that was giving them a lot of challenges. So they were just there discussing about what are we going to do about it? How are we going to solve this problem? So this cleaner continued cleaning. But after a while, he now heard what they were saying, and it was something that he knew the answer to. He knew the solution, but he didn't want to be forward. So he just asked them politely, please, excuse me, sir. They said yes. He said, please, can I offer this suggestion? This thing you are saying, I think I have the solution. They looked at him, three of them, they were shocked. They were like, what? As in, like they wanted to know more about him, what he was doing and all that. But before I even go into that, this man gave them this cleaner, graduate cleaner, gave them the solution, and they were shocked, and that made them so interested in him. They were asking him, what are you doing? He said he's a graduate. You were shocked. You're a graduate and you're a cleaner here. He said yes, that this is how it is in this part of the world. That it's so hard to get a job, so he had to do something. And guess what? They employed him. They employed this guy in this multinational oil company. And this guy, he started when he was, of course, he was most likely in his 20s. He worked in that multinational company in Port Harcourt till he retired, So he worked for at least, I'm sure, 30 to 40 years till he retired. He got married to my friend's sister. I said my friend's sister, my friend's brother-in-law, my friend's sister, very older, her much older sister, and they had children. He sent his children some school abroad. He had a very promising, his financial state just changed overnight. Of course, even in that particular company, if you have a job even in the lowest cadre, you are not, let's say, let me give you an equivalent now, you won't be earning anything less than 2 million or even 3 million a month. But he worked, they promoted him, they kept on promoting him till he became one of, or I think he became an executive before he eventually retired. So That is life. If you don't show up, if you are just there at home, you don't have a job, you are feeling depressed, you are always complaining, people will not even know what you have to offer. Sometimes you just need to go out there, have a cheerful disposition, not going out there and start feeling like, oh, I'm too big. Sometimes that's the problem we have. Oh, I'm too big to do this kind of thing. I've passed this stage. Sometimes you just go below what you think is your standard. Just bring yourself down. You will learn a lot from people. You learn from even the most unlikely person. There's something I did when I was doing this therapy for children with special needs, and I worked with a child. That child did not have what was not on the spectrum, was not on the autism spectrum. Yes, did not have any challenge, Down syndrome challenge, but the child had problem with pronunciation. And there was an aspect of the alphabet that I did not learn because at that time, when I was in nursery school, we were learning alphabets like A, B, C, D. We were not learning phonic sounds like A, B, K. So I wasn't learning that other part. I never learned it. So, it was something I needed to learn in my career. So one day I went to this place where I was helping this girl to pronounce. I used to do therapy. I used to go to the school to facilitate, and I used to go to her house. It was like school sessions, home sessions. So that day was a school session, and I went to her school, and I was just with her. And somebody just wrote the alphabet on the board, and the girl just came in where I was giving her therapy. I was the one I was doing some facilitation out of the I'll take her out of the school, out of the class area, and we'll have a session, and she'll go back to join her classmates. So it was during that time, and somebody wrote alphabets. Somebody, I think they worked with another student, and they left some alphabets on the, like on the whiteboard and all that. And this lady, this small girl, she was just 4 then. She started giving the pronunciation, the phonic sounds like ah, ba, ka, d. And I didn't know that particular thing before. And guess what? She taught me that day. This was something I was like, okay, I'll learn it one day. You know how it is. You are just like, you need a skill, but you are not really. This 4-year-old girl, she taught me a skill. So what if I did not have a teachable spirit? What if I felt like she's a 4-year-old, she couldn't teach me? She actually taught me, and she was smiling all through. And I said to myself, oh, young lady, oh, little girl, you don't know how you really helped me. So that is life. Sometimes when you come out, you have opportunities, you see options, people see your skills, and there may be an opportunity, you showcase your skills. But if you are at home complaining, oh, the government, they are not doing anything to help young people, oh, just sit down watching movies all day, not doing something useful, please go out there. Now, things happen on the internet, so make sure you attend online meetings. Anytime you have volunteering opportunities online or even offline, try to be there. From there, more opportunities may come. These things happen over and over again. So the story I just gave is not the first time it has happened. It happens over and over and again. People just come out and go out of their way to help others. There's one person that did it that we all know about, Joseph. Joseph was taken to prison for what he did not do. He would have been there complaining that, oh, I was taken to prison. I did not do anything to Potiphar's wife. See what happened to me. But he went there, he offered him services. He saw people that were not happy. They were looking depressed, and he went to them and he asked her, what's the problem? He could have just been like, these people are Egyptians, they are not even my people, they are not even from my ethnic group, so it's not my business. But he went out of his way to find out what was happening to them, and when they told him, he was able to prefer a solution. And 3 years after that, his life changed drastically.